The following comes to you through Podbean.com. In the Artist Realm with Sylvia Stein. Here we go. Hello and good morning and welcome to In the Artist Realm with Sylvia Stein. I'm doing this short show. It's not going to be very long, but I wanted to apologize to you guys and apologize to AJ Brown because we had some technical difficulties yesterday. I know he was dealing with a storm near the middle of our interview, but I also had some interruptions with my kids. It wasn't very, very long, but I also had a call, so it went well for about, I think, 40 minutes. And right when we hit the 40 minutes, everything just went downhill from there as far as interruptions and, of course, the storm. I hope everyone in South Carolina is doing well because I know they were dealing with storms yesterday. But today, happy Thursday. I hope everyone's having a great day. This is In the Artist Realm. I wanted to do this show because we're going to have, of course, a reschedule of AJ Brown, author, amazing author, mentor from Stitchmouth Publications. AJ Brown, I kept announcing it on Instagram, then on Facebook, and then I had to reschedule. So obviously that, we're going to have to reschedule that interview. But I also wanted to let you know, and my shout out to AJ Brown for being here. It was an awesome time, and we will reschedule it and have you back on so you can talk about your writing books and just a great conversation. So I look forward to that. But the other matter is I wanted to let you know that Podbean or In the Artist Realm through Podbean, now I've been able to partner up with Dynamo ads. So I'm really excited about those. You'll hear them mostly on iTunes and other places that play the podcast. Podbean doesn't have them yet, or they do have the prefix for it that they're available, but they won't play them on Podbean or Spotify because they do their own ads. But you will hear them through iTunes, and I believe Stitcher and other formats that have the podcast. I haven't checked out exactly all of them, but through iTunes you can hear the Dynamo ads, which I'm really, really excited about. So I'll give you more details as they go, and I hope to get more ads there soon. But there's also support for my podcast, In the Artist Realm with Sylvia Stein. It's only 99 cents a month if you are willing to make a pledge to support the podcast. The downloads are free, but if you're able to participate and support the podcast and also give your feedback of what you think of the show and what you would like to see more of. This show is for artists. That's why it's called In the Artist Realm. Whether you're an author, writer, singer, cook, or chef, or tattoo artist, or painter, any type of art, fiber artist, all kinds of art, be sure to message me through sylwriter07@gmail.com. You could also contact me on Facebook through my author page, Sylvia Stein, and also In the Artist Realm Facebook page. You could also message me through there. Mark Rossi, shout out to him. He contacted me through In the Artist Realm, and I set him up for interviews, and I hope to have him on here on In the Artist Realm. I think he's done my other podcast, but I hope to have him on here too, as well as other authors, writers, artists. Just make sure to contact me through sylwriter07@gmail.com. And like I said, it's been an exciting time, dealing with different things. I also wanted to let you know that my book, Chasing Clarity, is finally up on Amazon KDP, because now, I don't know if you know that Create Space is no more. All the books were migrated to Amazon KDP. And we have, I had my Kindle versions, my closure, closure, and the Diary of a Broken Father. My goodness, didn't have any problem migrating, moving forward to it, and being live on Amazon KDP. But when I tried to do Chasing Clarity, it was just a complete mess, and it took a few tries, but I never gave up. I finally talked to a wonderful representative. Shout out to her and her amazing customer support. Her name was Morgan on Amazon KDP. She was very, very patient. Walked me through the cover creator that I had to go through to get this matter resolved. And now my book is live, or the paperback. I'm ordering a proof to look through it, and then once if I do like it or I need to make changes, I'll let you know. But like I said, right now it is available. But I barely ordered a proof to kind of go through it, make sure I have the physical copy of the new version of Chasing Clarity, or the updated version of it. But I wanted to thank also Natasha Brown for working with me. She had created the cover, and she worked with me through, to try to size down and work with the margins. So thank you so much, Natasha Brown. And amazing author, best-selling author, Natasha Brown. And she's a wonderful cover designer also for fostering success. And she's just an amazing person in her own right. Through Melissa Foster and the awesome support team and all these wonderful group of writers. And shout out to all of them. But I wanted to say that I'm working also on editors on editing. I was playing my my different audiobooks through Instagram. So if you want to look at those videos, I posted those. So if you want to take a listen or get yourself an audiobook of any of my books, please feel free to do so. The narrators are amazing. I have Clay Lomayaku, Medicine of One, I think he did the closure. Then I had Shane Morris, The Diary of a Broken Father, and Katie Wellburn did Chasing Clarity. So shout out to all of them. It was a pleasure working with them when I created my audiobook, and they were just so supportive, and I could go back and forth with them. So thank you so much. And also I wanted to send a shout out to Kim Huther, who updated my new version of Chasing Clarity, and Wordsmith Proofreading Services. Shout out to her as well. And also Sandra Ellie, who was recommended by the amazing and talented Lori Fontanez, whom I've had in my podcast before. Shout out to Lori. And she was able to proofread the Diary of the Broken Father, and it was all thanks to AJ Brown, the author that I'm going to have for an interview, Jeff Brown, and his wonderful wife, Kate Brown, who saw some things that needed to be looked at on my book for the Diary of the Broken Father to make sure it didn't have mistakes. And Sandra Eli was able to do that. So thank you, AJ Brown and Kate Brown, and all the wonderful people that always support the podcast. All you listeners that tune in to download all the interviews. I have Chrissy Parker, who took out author Chrissy Parker. Shout out to her from Devon in the UK, who was here promoting her new book, Wind Across the Nile. And if you have not checked out the interview, please do. I will return back with Crafting Dynamic Dialogue, and that's I've been diving into the different chapters, and we haven't gone back to it, but I plan to, and deal with editors on editing and more artists coming to the realm or into the artist realm with Sylvia Stein here through Podbean. And it's exciting because of the Dynamo ads, but if I'll keep you posted on those. And also be on the lookout for shout outs if you support the podcast, whether you donate 99 cents, if you can donate more, whatever it is. But if you can at least do $1, I think it's not 99 cents, I think it's $1 a month, to support the podcast. Corrections, it's $1 for the month. I would appreciate that if you can. And also, if not, and I will send a shout out to you here, or offer Kindle books that I can give out, or audio books if I have the codes, and to send to you so you can get it for free on Audible. And I'll keep you posted. But I could not do this podcast without you guys. I appreciate all the support from the friends, authors, listeners, those that tune in, my family, my husband, my children, my 3 wonderful, beautiful children, my wonderful husband, and all our family and friends. And I couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you so much for supporting In the Artist Realm with Sylvia Stein by listening and downloading. I'm at 2,400 and some downloads, and the ads have been playing on iTunes. So you'll listen to like Dunkin' Donuts, and Alexa and the different ads. And I'm really glad that the political ads are gone. I never wanted those on there, but I'm kind of glad about that, because there's too much, negativity in the world, sadness in the world. I also want to offer my prayers to all the victims of that terrible tragedy in California at that bar, the terrible shooting that occurred. I want to offer prayers and positive vibes and thoughts to the families and the victims, and all those that were affected. And this needs to stop. We need to come together, stop the hating on one another and disrespect, and just start trying to get along with everybody, and trying to be better and spread kindness and positivity in the world. But those are my final thoughts. I hope you all have a happy and amazing and blessed week and weekend. And thank you again for supporting In the Artist Realm. And this is Sylvia Stein signing off. And we will reschedule the interview with amazing and talented author A.J. Brown. And we will talk more with him. And I'll have more news on that later on, or later in another show. Have a great, great rest of your Thursday. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. This was In the Artist Realm with Sylvia Stein through Podbean.com. Check us out again next week. And we are leaving you with Midnight Dialogue Long through GarageBand. This was In the Artist Realm with Sylvia Stein through Podbean.com. Join us again next week. Have a happy Thursday.